Hello everybody, just checking it, right, hello everybody, Mark here, and this is Friday. It's day 5 of the Farmfoods £25 challenge. Now, just to recap for those who haven't made it through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, I've spent £25 at a place called Farmfoods. There we are. It's a famous frozen, a bit like Iceland but smaller. You know, they pretty much do frozen stuff. The whole shop's full of a dozen or two freezers and mostly frozen stuff. Their own brand is LA Diner, and they do name brands and stuff. Anyway, so the point is, I spent £25 in Farmfoods, and the object of this challenge is to see how many dinners I can make with that £25. And today is the 5th dinner. What I'm going to be having is mince pasta with sauce and some chips to bulk it up. Now, this is the mince that I'm going to be using. No artificial colours, flavours or preservatives. It's the Farmfoods own brand. Scotch beef. Scotch beef 69%, onion 31%, which makes 1690, makes 100%. 69 plus 31. So 2/3 is meat, 1/3 is onion. There we go. There's quite a bit of onion in there. Anyway, so that's that. Alright, I'll just put this back and then I can get back with what I'm doing here. Whoop, starting to... now what I've done, as the usual thing, I've started to fry off the mince. Now you can see, I've never... See, this comes with onion in it. You know, 31% of onion. And I've never, I don't think I've ever had this pasta with onion. Which, I tell you, it smells really good. So, if this works out, then I might put pasta in. I might put onion in my pasta from now on. Okay, now here we go. Now the pasta is £1 a kilo, and I've divided it into 5 sandwich bags. So each bag is costing 20p. Now, okay, so the pasta's gone in. The water is boiling, or it was boiling. You put the pasta in and it immediately settles down. It's like it takes all the heat out or something. So we've got to wait until that boils up again, and then reduce the heat and let it simmer for a while. Now this meat is it's well cooked now. I tell you, this onion, with the onion in it, it smells really, really good. And I'm hoping that the mince tastes good, because I mean it's 69% Scottish beef, 30% onion, which is, you know, I mean it's quite a good, you know, onion's quite a good filler. Like I say, I'll put some in there next time if it works out. But it, you know, it doesn't say anything else about the fat content or anything that they've added to it. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what it's like, and if it works out, then I might buy that again. Okay. Yeah, because normally I get the fresh mince because it's down. I get it from the co-op when it's reduced. Anyway, okay, now the pasta has come to the boil again, so I've turned it down. I just want that to simmer. And okay, actually, I'll tell you about the prices and stuff in a moment. I'll tell you how much today's dinner is going to cost. Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm draining the oil out of the frying pan of mince. You've seen me do this before. I've cut the top off a 2-litre drinks bottle and inverted the lid into into a funnel. Okay, because like I said before, you really don't want to put this down the sink. It's going to cause problems. Okay, oh, you know what? I forgot to... oh, there's so many things going on at once here, I'm forgetting stuff. Okay. Okay, here we go. So the spoon I've used for the oil, to get the oil out, I can use that to mix the pasta. It's all good. One spoon covers everything. Okay, let's get rid of that. Jesus, oh, starting to... Okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn the heat right down. I'm going to turn it down to 6. Now, what I did, I mentioned in one of the earlier days 1 and 2, I think. What I did, I went to Farmfoods, spent 22 quid out of the 25, and I bought the mince, and I forgot to buy the pasta, and I forgot to buy the sauce. So I already had 2 jars of sauce at £1 each, and I also had some pasta at £1. So I used that and added it to the total to make 25. So instead of Farmfoods own brand, I'll be using the Uncle Ben's, because I bought this at £1. It was on special. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to throw the sauce. The meat of the onion is all cooked. So what we're going to do now is put in the sauce, and then we're going to let it simmer for a while. Right, now I'll tell you about the prices in a moment. Okay. Well, I'm going to keep the jar just in case the mixture goes a bit too thick. I can put some water in there. Right, give the pasta a mix. The pasta just needs to be on a low heat, just to simmer. And the sauce here is Uncle Ben's chili con carne sauce. Going to let this simmer on a low heat. There we go. Now, yeah, so we got the pasta. What have we got here? Right. Now, the pasta, like I said, costs £1 a kilo. It's pretty average. You can buy them in Sainsbury's at 40p for half a kilo, but so for 2 of those that makes 80, so you save a little bit, but they all varies around about the £1. The mince. Now the mince, that bag I showed you, was 4 quid. Okay, that was, and what I did, I split that into 4 sandwich bags. So each sandwich bag represents £1, which is what I put in there. That's mince with built-in onion. The pasta, 20p, I've divided that to 20p. The sauce is £1. And the chips, now, this is the chips I've been using. It's the LA Diner steak chips. Now these are big chips. These are the ones you've seen me use over the last few, I used them a few days ago in day, I don't know, day 1 or 2. And 2 kilos. Now the amazing thing is, this 2 kilo bag costs £1.59, which is cheaper than the 1 kilo bags that they're also flogging. But they were more of a name brand, you know. I can't remember what brand names they were. I can't remember. But for the price, this was the most economical. It was double the chips, and it was less money. So £1.59. I split that bag of chips into the sandwich bags into 4 portions. So 40p. So that's 40p. So today's dinner. All right, let me just. Right, because I'm talking and got to keep an eye on everything. Okay, tell you what. It smells pretty good. You know, it's a shame that I didn't manage. I forgot, you know, because I was going around the shop. What I did, I went around the freezer shop once, looking at everything. Spent about 20 minutes looking at every freezer, thinking, right, that'll do. Yeah, that looks nice. And then started all the way from the beginning again, and then went round and forgot half the stuff, you know, so it was a bit of a waste of time, you know, anyway, but it's a shame that I didn't manage to pick up the pasta sauce, because they had it was a big jar. I can't remember how much, but it was bigger than this. You know, this is 450 grams. They had two, actually. The good thing is they had two. One of them, they're both the same price, £1. One of them, because I always look at when I've got a choice of one, you know, not choice of one, but if I've got a choice of 2 or 3 or more, I'll actually stand there and I'll I'll read the ingredients, and I'll look at them, and sometimes there can be quite a difference. I mean, you've got the same price, same product, but one has a lot more, say in pasta sauce, a lot more tomato, for example, which one of them did. One of them had quite a bit more tomato in it, and less tomato paste, to give it colour and flavour. And it's a bit of a shame I didn't pick it out, because it was a big jar for £1. One of them looked very pale, and the other one looked very good and wholesome, and red tomato paste. I would have gone for that one. But if I'm in there again, what I'll do, if I'm in there, it's in a place called Wolverton here in Milton Keynes. Yeah, they got an Asda, they got a Tesco, they got a Co-op. It's a right big. It's an old railway town, and the town is built around the railway station, and I tell you, it's a really buzzing place. They really do have a lot of shops there. Anyway, so when I'm down there again, I'll pick up the sauce and I'll do a review on the sauce. So, pasta, 20p portion. It's £1 divided by 5, so 20 pence. The sauce is £1. It was on Uncle Ben's. It was on special. It's the chilli con carne medium strength, which you've seen before. I've had to use that because I forgot, like I said, to pick it up. So it's the same price, £1. The mince was £4, divided into 4 individual bags, so that I'll be using £1 worth. The chips, again, split into portions at 40p. So today's dinner is going to cost £2.60. Okay, and I'll tell you what, it's looking good. Yeah, it actually smells good. I do like the addition of the onions in this. I never thought about. I wish somebody maybe somebody could have mentioned. I never thought of putting onions in my pasta. But if it works out, I'll let you know, and then that'll be the handy hint. Right, I'm going to turn the water on the pasta down. Right, the chips are coming along. Every now and again, you just go in there, give them a shake up, get some air between them. Move them around, keep them moving. I'm not sure that's really. I don't think it's really necessary. Well, it's kind of necessary, but that's what I do. Whatever I'm cooking in there, every little while, go in there, shake it all around. Okay, and yeah, this is actually going to be an interesting meal. It's yeah, and again, for those who are new to what I'm doing here. I went to Farmfoods, spent £25, and then I'm going to do what I can to make as many dinners, one dinner a day, make as many as I can out of that £25, and then what I've done, I've done a thing here where I'm every day I'm writing the total down, so at the end of the time, and then the idea is, for those who want to, basically, live on a budget, or want to be able to get the most out of their shopping, then what I'm going to do, after I've done all I can do with this farm food stuff, then I'll move on to Asda. We're going to move on to Tesco, move on to Sainsbury's, Waitrose, Morrison's, Iceland, that was recommended the other day, Lidl's and Aldi. I'll do all of that, you know, one shop at a time. Okay, what I've done, I've put a bit of water in the jar here. It's going to, oh actually I'll put the lid on. Somebody suggested put the lid on and shake it about. That way you get all the remnants that are still in the jar. And what you're doing here is, because all this moisture, all this evaporation here is water coming out of the food. Okay. I think this pasta, the trick is that with the pasta, this is kind of turning into an instructional video, as well as what you can do with certain ingredient, you know, low budget ingredients. Sort of a mix of the two now. Well, what I'm going to taste a bit of this pasta. Oh yeah, yeah, it's very soft. I'm going to turn that off. Now I'm going to move it off the heat. Yeah. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the mince up to, see my oven, my cooker here goes up to 12. So I'm going to turn it up to 8. I want to get it bubbling away. See how the chips are doing. The chips are doing okay. Yeah. So yeah. The idea is, I mean, for those out there, I mean, not everybody's got money to you know, throw around on. You know, they want to get the most out of their dinners, out of their budget, and like if you've been following my channel, a lot of my early videos were, you know, I mean, pretty much I buy shop brands, you know. Basically, I was, you know, just stand here and eat shop brands and tell you what I think about them. Some of them were good. A lot of them, most of them were very good. You know, over 9 out of 10 items that of shop brands were actually good. Just the occasional one that wasn't as, you know, as tasteful as the rest. But yeah, I mean, if you go for shop brands like I do, you can eat a lot, and it really does, you know, stretch the budget. You know, because I mean, look at this. I mean, one example with the chips. I mean, 2 litres for 2 kilos for £1.59. It's double what the other bags were. You got twice as much chips, and you saved yourself, you know, like £1. You know, for the same product, it's just got a different name on the packaging. Same as pretty much everything, down to the vegetables. You buy frozen or fresh vegetables. It's all the same. It's just got a different label, and you pay less money for the shop brands. You know. Anyway, so but yeah. What I'm doing, I'm actually waffling on here while I'm waiting for things to, you know, cooking and mixing stuff. Excuse me. As for the Farmfoods, Farmfoods is very good. It's just that it's not much good, in my opinion, if you're shopping for the weekly shopping. You know, if you're doing it for 2 or 4 weeks, you know, shopping's worth, then that's where you really can take advantage of all the deals. I mean, I went in with 25 quid, pretty much to get. I mean, I figure, you know, you get about, I don't know, a week and a half or so of dinners. But the thing is, I mean, to get the best to get the best out of your money, you need to be buying the 3 for a £5, that kind of thing. Like with a veg, I brought 5 bags of veg, frozen veg, for £4. You know, I got, where's this upside down? I've got broccoli, got sweet corn, peas, broccoli. Cauliflower. I ended up getting 2 bags of cauliflower. I don't know how that happened, because I know they had a choice, that they had other options like Brussels sprouts, carrots. Anyway, I think there was something else in there, I don't know. Yeah, so I mean, you've got a choice of like 5, 6, 7 different vegetables. You know, it's but yeah, if you buy for the week and then you have to spend like, you know, half your budget getting 3 bags of something for a tenner because you save yourself £2, then it's sort of counterproductive. But if you're doing it for 2 weeks or a month, then yeah, you know, I mean, if you buy 3 bags of chicken pieces, you've got 6 and 6, that's 18 pieces. That's more than a week's worth. So, I mean, you don't want to spend half your budget on something that's you're gonna, you know, twice as much as you need. But for 2 weeks or 4 weeks, that's even better. So yeah, once I'm done with a Farmfoods, then I'm going to be hitting the Asda, the Tesco. The Asda, the Tesco's, the Sainsbury's, all the rest of them, then I don't have to be buying things. I don't have to go for the 3 boxes of the same stuff for a £5. I could just buy 1 box because they're cheap enough anyway, and they don't, you know, they don't pretty much do. They don't do 3 for a £5, that kind of thing at the Asda and Tesco. So I could just buy 1 box and use the money on something else. You see, so I can get more items, which is more choice. So more choice, and then yeah, the more items I got, the more dinners, the more dinners I can make, which is going to be good for everybody. Mainly me, because I'll have a bit more, you know, variety in my diet. Because what I've done, because most of the dishes in here are going to be, you know, like pasta and fish, and there's, you know, there's some chips, there's some lots of vegetables, all kinds of good stuff. But see, because I had to spend the money on multi-packs, then it meant, you know, I wasn't able to buy such a wide variety as what I wanted, you know. Anyway, wow, this is coming to a long video. I hope you're sticking around for this. Let me tell you, this is, alright, so I've just thrown the pasta in with the sauce. This is looking really good, let me tell you. Yeah, it's got kidney beans in there. I can see, I don't know what that is, haricot beans, it could be pinto beans, I don't know. It was all, a lot of it was in the sauce. There's the onions, there's some peppers. Okay. Now, we can, can you see, you can't see there. Right, what I'm going to do, right, I'm going to spoon this out into the pasta bowl. What we're going to do, I'm going to try this first and then put the chips in. Now there you have it. So this on its own, without the, so what it was, the pasta was 20, the sauce £1, mince. So this whole meal right here cost £2.20. And that's without any special discounts. That's just what they sell it for. I can't remember what I paid, but when I go to the co-op and I buy some of their mints and everything else that's late at night, when they've discounted it, I think I've done better than that, better than £2.20. I can't be certain, but have a look. Mark's Remarks pasta dish, it'll show you there. But you see, that's the thing. That I'm staying away from the discounts of stuff that's near the end of its life. That's going to be hard to get used to, let me tell you. But I'm staying away from those because I realise that if you're following my example, you cannot depend on those discounts. They're sort of like, you know, you go in there often enough and you will find them, but you cannot go in and depend on them, you know. But what you can do is depend that shop brands are always the lowest prices. That doesn't change. Tell you what, now this is one tasty bloody pasta dish. Let me tell you, I don't know what it is. I mean the onions. Now I think I'm going to add onions next time. Yeah, I've still got another 3 bags of that mince, so that'll have onions in it. But yeah, when I'm doing my own, I'm just gonna add chunks. Right, there we go. There's the there's those chips. The steak chips. They're the LA Diner. Yeah. Anyway, so there you go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw this on the top. And then I'll probably put a bit of, I don't know whether this would be a good idea, but I'm putting a bit of vinegar on there. And a bit of salt. Anyway, so this is going to be, this is kind of a longer video, but if you're interested, oh my, the vinegar's strong. If you're interested, this is day 5. Have a look at days 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Type in Mark's Remarks Farmfoods £25 challenge. All right, and you bring in days 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and see what I've been doing on the other days. And this is actually at £2.60. This is the most expensive dinner I've done all week. You know? If you have a look at the others, I've made a dinner for £1.52, and then another dinner for £1.64. But this is the most expensive one, and it's a big plate of chips with really tasty pasta. And mince. I'll tell you what, that Scottish mince is actually very good. I'm quite surprised at how good it was, you know. You know, plus it's got a lot of onion in there, which I never thought I'd do, you know. Anyway, so day 5 of the Farmfoods challenge. I've still got a few more dinners to go. You know, so what I'm doing, I'm doing a different dinner each day. And some of them I'm having to use the same ingredients, but I'm making it different than the time before. You know, I'm not sort of like, you know, I won't be doing this exact dinner again. I'll be making another pasta dish with a sauce, but I'll be, you know, in the meat, but I'll be doing something different, you know. Otherwise, it's, you know, pointless in making the same video again. Anyway. Yeah, I hope you like that. Send me your comments. Let me know what you think. What would you change about this? Would you add anything to it? Would you add, I don't know whether cheese would go. But, yeah, any thoughts on this and how you would change it? Let me know. And if it's any good, I'll shout your name out and I'll tell everybody what your good idea is. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much. Bye-bye.